Hello and welcome to the Time Lord Games channel. Slay the Spire 2 is the sequel to the legendary roguelike deck builder that defined the genre. This game isn't something that you can really review in short form, but I'll do my best to update you with the new things from Slay the Spire 2 and give some basic explanation to the new players. The first part of the video are general things about the game, so you can skip it if you are a veteran player. Pick from 5 heroes, 3 classic, 2 fresh, and after that you will meet Ancient who will offer you 3 choices from which you can choose one. Those choices will help you during the run, and they are from upgrading or removing cards to very powerful trinkets. You are starting with a very small deck that depends on your hero. To build and expand the deck, you will need to earn cards through battles, buy them for gold, or get them at events. The map is non-linear. You can choose the path to the boss. Winning any fight will grant you gold and the choice to pick one of 3 offered cards if you want, and the chance to get some potion. There are normal fights, elite fights that will also reward you with a relic, and boss fights where you can earn strong golden cards. Shop is where you can buy cards, relics and pots for gold. Treasure room is where you can find relics, and rest site is where you can heal yourself or upgrade your cards. An unknown room can be a battle, shop, treasure or event. There are all kinds of events, more about that later. Combat is a turn-based and you will have a limited amount of mana. Every card has mana cost and you use them to attack enemies or defend or boost your hero. All cards from your hand are discarded at the end of the turn, some by playing, some by simply being there. When there isn't any more cards in your deck, cards from discarded pile will move from discarded to deck pile. You have 3 types of cards: attack, skill and power. Attacks are all kinds of different attacks. Skill that provide armor, utility, buffs or debuffs, and powers that are passive and will activate when conditions are met. You can use pots during combat to add armor, draw cards, do some damage, things like that. The goal is to clear 3 maps and kill the last boss. You will start every map with full health. When you master the game, you will have daily runs and ascensions as level difficulty to keep game interesting in a long run. You will gain experience with each run and unlock new heroes, cards and relics. There are 5 heroes in total, 3 old and 2 new. Let's start with old ones. Ironclad, beginner-friendly brute that benefits from exhaust card and scale great with strength. Exhaust means that the card can be played only once and after that it goes to the separate pile. His relic heals him for 6 at the end of the battle. Defect have orb mechanics. You have slots that you want to fill with orbs that will do something at the end of the turn, like do damage to enemies or give you some armor. You can also invoke orb, or in other words, activate orb passive skill and do something, like much more damage. The glass orb is a new one. It does damage to all enemies but decrease damage every turn. There are some new shenanigans with cards that cost 0 after you play them. The All for One card will draw all 0 cost cards from your discard pile so you can obliterate the enemy. Don't forget that the shred that adds damage for every shred played this combat is also a 0 cost card. There are also some additional mechanics where you can play powers for free. His relic is a channel 1 lightning orb at the start of each combat. Silent works with poison as damage over time and sheaves as 1 cost damage card. New mechanic is Sly. That means that the card will do something if you discard it. There are many ways to discard cards, but I think that my favorite is to discard your hand and add sheave for every card discarded, so you can do some damage with Sly and finish the enemy with sheaves. His relic is to draw 2 more cards at the start of combat. Regent has 2 mechanics. The first one is stars. They are an additional resource that you need to play his overpowered cards that can do crazy combos. You will gain stars from his cards. The second mechanic is a forge, which will create a sovereign blade. Each forge will add some damage to your blade, summon it back, or add some additional effect like damage to all enemies. Sword has retain, which means it won't be discarded from your hand at the end of your turn. His relic is to gain 3 stars at the start of each combat. Necrobinder summons Osti to defend him. It's the Slay the Spire version of Thing from the Addams family that will act like a shield and sacrifice himself to prevent damage to you. It can also do damage with his cards. Keyword summon means how much health you will add to Osti. The second mechanic is Doom. You will put a debuff on the enemy, and when his health reaches the threshold, he will die at the end of the turn even if he has a shield. But keep in mind, he will die at the end of his turn, so it can kill you before that. Her relic summon 1 at the start of each combat that will summon Osti with 1 health if it's dead, or give him +1 health if it's alive. Map got some love. It can highlight type of room if you mouse over specific room from Legend. You can even draw on it. Tons of new cards, some old ones got revamped, and the next level upgrades for some card and card enchants. And quests. There are technically cards too. You can get a treasure map that will show you where to find gold, or an egg that will hatch into great card. There is one more, but I simply can't get it. I'm a noob. Same as the card, some old but lots of new relics and revamp relics. Somehow I feel like they are slightly weaker than Slay the Spire 1 and much more balanced. I like how now we have pages where you can see unlocked relics, cards, pots and statistic. We got some really great potions with this early access. Some of them add much more to the table than old pots from Slay the Spire. Lots of new enemies and mechanics, and the overall graphic design and animation now look better. New events, some of them are very painful and punishing, and some can turn the map into one path. We can craft custom cards now, there are mini-games, a special shop. There are ancient at the start of each map that will give you the choice of 1 of 3 like at the start of the run. Now we have a timeline where you can unlock things. Multiplayer is amazing, you can help each other at rest sites, mend and share some cards. Great game! If you liked the original Slay the Spire, you will love this one too. It is like an upgraded and expanded version of Slay the Spire. It feels like finished game even in its early access. The game needs some balancing, nothing too big, but some tweak here and there. There are some bugs and crashes, but they are already fixing that. Not that I am complaining, but I would play and enjoy this even if it's only 3 old heroes with the same old cards. But it is a strange choice to make you play old heroes to unlock new ones. As I said, amazing game. If you ever had any interest in it, buy it. You won't regret it, even if it's early access. It's more like a reskin or expansion of Slay the Spire 1 for now, but it's still great. Keep slaying, please subscribe, and see you soon.